2026 Mississippi DMV Tank Endorsement Test 220 questions and complete answers. Question 1. During a bus ride. Option A. Items may be placed in the aisle if passengers could easily step over them. Option B. Carry-on baggage may be kept in the aisle. Option C. Passengers may sit in the aisle. Option D. Aisles must remain free of obstacles. The correct answer is option D. Aisles must remain free of obstacles. Explanation. Do not allow riders to leave carry-on baggage in any doorway or aisle. There should be nothing in the aisle that might trip other riders. Secure baggage in a way that prevents damage. Question 2. Tanks have high centers of gravity, which means: Option A. They get very good gas mileage. Option B. They are easy to roll over. Option C. They are very stable. Option D. They are easy to steer. The correct answer is option B. They are easy to roll over. Explanation. Tank vehicles have high centers of gravity, which makes them vulnerable to rollover. Question 3. In general, before loading or unloading any flammable liquids, an engine should be: Option A. Turned off. Option B. Revved up. Option C. Turned on. The correct answer is option A. Turned off. Explanation. Before loading or unloading a tank with flammable liquids, you should turn off the engine, unless running the engine is necessary to operate a pump. Ground the tank before opening the filling hole and maintain the ground until after closing the filling hole. Question 4. Identification numbers assigned to chemicals can be found. Option A. In the DOT Emergency Response Guidebook. Option B. In the truck's operation manual. Option C. On the APA's website. Option D. At fuel stations. The correct answer is option A. In the DOT Emergency Response Guidebook. Explanation. The United States Department of Transportation DOT's Emergency Response Guidebook ERG lists all hazardous chemicals and their assigned identification numbers. Question 5. Driving with a cargo of hanging meat in a trailer. Option A. Is discouraged during the summer months. Option B. Can be problematic because animals are attracted to the smell of the meat. Option C. Is challenging because the load has a high center of gravity. The correct answer is option C. Is challenging because the load has a high center of gravity. Explanation. An operator should drive with care when transporting a cargo of hanging meat. Such a load is unstable, both because it has a high center of gravity and because the swinging of the meat can affect the driver's handling of the vehicle. Question 6. When loading or unloading a tank that is divided by bulkheads, equal weight distribution is: Option A. Essential. Option B. Unimportant. Option C. Optional. The correct answer is option A. Essential. Explanation. Some tanks are divided into multiple smaller tanks by bulkheads. When loading or unloading such tanks, pay attention to weight distribution. Be careful not to place too much weight on a single end of the tank. Question 7. Manhole covers. Option A. Should never be used. Option B. Should be closed when a vehicle is being driven. Option C. May be open when a vehicle is being driven. Option D. Should be removed when a vehicle is being driven. The correct answer is option B. Should be closed when a vehicle is being driven. Explanation. Be sure to inspect your vehicle before driving. Never drive a tank vehicle with open valves or manhole covers. Question 8. When loading compressed gas, the liquid discharge valves should be: Option A. Closed. Option B. Greased. Option C. Open. Option D. Removed. The correct answer is option C. Open. Explanation. Keep liquid discharge valves on a compressed gas tank closed except when loading and unloading. Question 9. A bus should be refueled. Option A. In a closed building while passengers are on board. Option B. In any location while passengers are on board. Option C. Without passengers on board, unless absolutely necessary. The correct answer is option C. Without passengers on board, unless absolutely necessary. Explanation. A bus should not be refueled while passengers are on board, unless it is absolutely unavoidable. A bus with passengers on board should never be refueled inside an enclosed building. Question 10. An underloaded front axle. Option A is important for smooth steering. Option B is encouraged as front axles are usually less strong than other axles. Option C is discouraged as it can cause steering problems. Option D is discouraged as it can improve fuel efficiency. The correct answer is option C, is discouraged as it can cause steering problems. Explanation: underloading a front axle may make it impossible to safely steer your vehicle. Keep weight distribution in mind when loading cargo. Question 11. When traveling with Division 1.1 explosives, you must park at least blank from any building. Option A, 25 feet. Option B, 50 feet. Option C, 300 feet. The correct answer is option C, 300 feet. Explanation: when carrying Division 1.1, 1.2, or 1.3 explosives, do not park within 300 feet of a bridge, tunnel, or building, a place where people gather, or an open fire. Question 12. When trying to control a minor truck fire, what should you do before opening trailer doors? Option A, check to see if the doors are hot. Option B, throw water on the doors. Option C, remove your protective equipment. The correct answer is option A. Check to see if the doors are hot. Explanation: if you are experiencing a truck fire, you should not attempt to open trailer doors without first feeling the doors to see if they are hot. If the doors are hot, there may be a cargo fire. Leave the doors closed if there is a cargo fire. Question 13. Outage. Option A is only a concern in warm weather. Option B is the same for each liquid. Option C should be a factor when determining how much liquid to load into a tank vehicle. The correct answer is option C, should be a factor when determining how much liquid to load into a tank vehicle. Explanation: because liquids expand when their temperatures increase, some space must be left in a tank to accommodate the expansion. This space is referred to as outage. The amount of required outage is different for different liquids. Question 14. During an inspection, it is most important to check your tank vehicle for Option A, leaks. Option B, rust. Option C, a license plate. Option D, tires. The correct answer is option A, leaks. Explanation: when inspecting any style of tank, the most important thing for a driver to check for is leaks. Transporting any type of gas or liquid in a leaking tank is illegal. Question 15. Containerized loads are used. Option A, when the cargo is too large to fit on a truck. Option B, when the cargo has been or will be transported by a train. Option C, when the cargo is a liquid. The correct answer is option B, when the cargo has been or will be transported by a train. Explanation: containerized loads are generally used when freight is carried partway by rail or ship. Sealed materials cannot be inspected, but a driver should ensure that the containers do not exceed safe and legal weight limits. Question 16. As the driver of a truck carrying a load, you are responsible for all of the following, except Option A, inspecting the cargo. Option B, recognizing poorly balanced weight. Option C, knowing the phone numbers of all fire departments along your intended route of travel. The correct answer is option C, knowing the phone numbers of all fire departments along your intended route of travel. Explanation: it is the driver's responsibility to inspect their cargo, recognize overloading or poorly balanced weight, know that the cargo is properly secured and does not obscure the driver's view, and know that the cargo does not restrict access to emergency equipment. The driver is responsible for their cargo even if they were not the one who initially loaded and secured the cargo. Question 17. If the letter G appears in column 1 of a hazardous materials shipping paper, the shipping paper must also include Option A, the technical name of the hazardous materials. Option B, the type of packaging containing the hazardous materials. Option C, the shipper's phone number. The correct answer is option A, the technical name of the hazardous materials. Explanation: a D in column 1 of a hazardous materials shipping paper indicates that the description in column 2 is the generic name for a material. A generic shipping name must be accompanied by a technical name. Question 18. Surges are strongest in Option A, bulkhead tanks. Option B, baffled tanks. Option C, unbaffled tanks. Option D, tanks with an open manhole. The correct answer is option C, unbaffled tanks. Explanation: baffled and unbaffled bulkheads in tanks serve to inhibit the forward and backward surge of liquid cargo. Question 19. A posted speed limit for cars. Option A is usually safe for buses. Option B may be too fast for buses. Option C may be too slow for buses. The correct answer is option B, may be too fast for buses. Explanation: particularly on curves, the maximum posted speed limit may be safe to be driven in a car, but too fast to be driven in a bus. Be especially careful when the road has been made slippery by rain or snow. Question 20. What is the minimum number of tie-downs required to secure a 10-foot piece of cargo? Option A, 1. Option B, 2. Option C, 3. The correct answer is option B, 2. Explanation: on flatbed trailers and trailers without sides, cargo must be tied down. There should be at least one tie-down for every 10 feet of cargo. Regardless of the size of the cargo, at least 2 tie-downs must be used.